In a small coastal town where the waves kissed the shore and the sunsets painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, lived Mia, a 32-year-old single mother. Mia ran Sweet Serenity, a beloved bakery that was the heart of the community. It was a place where people gathered not just for pastries but for warmth, laughter, and shared stories. But after a fierce storm had ravaged the coastline, her bakery stood battered, a shadow of its former self. The storm had surged through the town, uprooting trees and flooding homes, leaving Mia with a sinking feeling in her heart. She felt lost, like the storm had swept away not just her livelihood but also her hope. Mia often thought of her husband, Mark, who had passed away 3 years earlier. Together, they had dreamed of building a life filled with love and laughter, and Sweet Serenity was the manifestation of that dream. But now it felt like everything was slipping through her fingers. Mia stared at the wreckage of her bakery, her heart heavy. The familiar scent of fresh bread and pastries was replaced by the smell of damp wood and despair. The storm had not only damaged the structure but had also flooded Mia's spirit. As she picked up the scattered remnants of her dreams, tears streamed down her face. "I'm sorry, Lily," she whispered, feeling like she had failed her daughter. Lily, with her bright eyes and unyielding spirit, had been Mia's anchor through the toughest times. But even she was starting to feel the weight of their struggles. "Mama, can we go inside?" Lily asked, her small voice breaking through Mia's thoughts. Mia nodded, leading her inside the bakery's remnants. They climbed over debris to reach the counter, where a few flour-covered recipe cards lay. "Do you remember our chocolate chip cookies?" Lily asked, her eyes sparkling with childhood memories. Mia smiled, recalling the laughter they shared while baking. "Of course. We can make them again, you know. But how?" Lily's voice was filled with concern. Mia's heart ached. "I don't know yet, sweetie. But we'll figure it out together." One sunny morning, as Mia sifted through the debris, she felt a gentle tug on her sleeve. It was Lily, holding a drawing of their bakery, surrounded by sunflowers and laughter. "Mom, we can fix it. Let's have a bake sale," she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with determination. Mia paused, her heart swelling with love for her daughter. "A bake sale," she echoed, a flicker of hope igniting within her. "Yes, we can make all our favorite treats and sell them to help rebuild." Lily's enthusiasm was contagious. It reminded Mia of her own dreams, the ones she had buried under grief and despair. With renewed energy, Mia reached out to her childhood friend Sarah, who lived nearby. Sarah had always been a beacon of positivity, and she jumped at the chance to help. "I can't believe it. I've missed our baking days," Sarah exclaimed, her eyes lighting up as they reminisced about their childhood dreams and the fond memories of baking together. "Let's make it a community event," Mia suggested, her confidence growing. "We can invite everyone to contribute their favorite recipes." "Absolutely. It'll be a celebration of hope," Sarah agreed, her excitement palpable. The day of the bake sale arrived, filled with excitement and anticipation. Mia and Lily worked tirelessly in their makeshift kitchen, creating everything from chocolate chip cookies to lemon tarts. Each pastry was a labor of love, infused with their hopes and dreams. As they prepared, Mia faced a setback. While trying to whisk a batter, she accidentally knocked over a bowl, splattering flour everywhere. Frustrated, she felt tears welling up again. But Lily, giggling at the mess, said, "It's okay, Mom. We just made a flour cloud." Mia couldn't help but laugh. With Lily's encouragement, she cleaned up and pressed on. The bake sale turned into a vibrant celebration, where neighbors brought their families and shared stories of resilience. People arrived with their favorite recipes, turning the bake sale into a colorful tableau of treats. There were brownies from Mrs. Thompson, the retired teacher, pies from Mr. Jenkins, a local fisherman, and cupcakes decorated by the high school art club. The sense of community was palpable, and Mia felt a warmth in her heart she hadn't experienced in a long time. As the sun shone brightly, Mia stood behind the table, smiling at the crowd. Thank you all for coming. Every purchase will help rebuild Sweet Serenity, she announced, her voice filled with gratitude. As the day progressed, Mia encountered an unexpected emotional moment. A woman approached the table, her eyes brimming with tears. I lost my husband last year, and your bakery was our favorite spot. Thank you for doing this, she said, her voice trembling. Mia felt a connection. I understand how you feel. I lost my husband too, she replied softly. They shared a moment of vulnerability, and Mia realized that her struggles resonated with others. By the end of the day, the bake sale had raised more than they had hoped. As the sun began to set, Mia stood before the community, overwhelmed with gratitude. Thank you all for believing in us, she said, her voice quivering with emotion. This isn't just about a bakery, it's about the love we share as a community. With the funds raised, Mia began the process of rebuilding Sweet Serenity. As she worked alongside her neighbors, she found herself healing in ways she hadn't expected. Each nail hammered, each wall painted, symbolized not just the restoration of her bakery, but also her spirit. Finally, the day arrived when Mia could reopen Sweet Serenity. With a fresh coat of paint and new decorations, the bakery sparkled with life. Hope's Haven was the new name, embodying the resilience and support of the community. The reopening was filled with friends, family, and new faces. Mia shared her vision of creating a community storytelling space within the bakery. I want everyone to feel they have a voice, she declared. Every story, every struggle, every triumph matters. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the town, Mia looked out at the ocean. The waves crashed gently against the shore, reminding her that while storms may come, they also pass. As the evening progressed, Mia noticed Lily sharing her own stories with other children, her laughter ringing through the air. It was a moment of pure joy that filled Mia's heart. She realized that they were building not just a bakery, but a sanctuary, a place where people could come together, share their stories, and find solace. Mia's journey had transformed her. She had learned that even after the darkest storms, light and hope could emerge. As she welcomed customers into Hope's Haven, she encouraged them to share their stories, reminding them, "You are not alone." Through her bakery, Mia found a renewed sense of purpose, and with each story shared, she witnessed the power of connection and resilience. In the heart of that small coastal town where hope flourished beyond the storm, Mia and Lily embraced a new beginning, hand in hand. And so, every story told within the walls of Hope's Haven continued to change hearts, one tale at a time.